the instructions say perform the indicated operation and simplify. So this is just basically this is a fraction that I'm trying to add together. It's like adding fractions. And what I need to do is to find what the least common denominator is. Notice that this can be factored into 3w plus 1, 3w minus 1. And then you'll notice that I have, this is my least common denominator, is those three things multiplied together. So I'll multiply each one of these on the top by whatever it is that I need. I should say on the top and the bottom by whatever I need. So this term right here is missing the w, so I'm going to multiply it by the w on the top and bottom. This term right here is missing the w and 3w plus 1. Whoops, let me put that on the other side. W, 3w plus 1. W, 3w plus 1. I'm multiplying the top and bottom by that. And 3w minus 1, 3w plus 1, which is just this right here, which is 9w squared minus 1. 9w squared minus 1. Oops. So that's what I'm doing, that's what I'm missing, and so what I'll have below here, I'll write out what I have once I multiply those out. I'll have 9w squared plus 1, I'm sorry, not plus 1, 9w squared minus 1 on the top here, when I multiply those together. And by the way, on the bottom I'll just have w times 9w squared minus 1, because that's my least common denominator. Notice how I've got the same thing in the bottom. All of these things have the same denominator now. At the top, or for the second term, I'll have 2w times 3w plus 1 when I multiply those out. And right here, be careful with the negative there, I've got negative 12w squared. Now add like term, multiply through and add like terms and clean it up. So that's 9w squared minus 1 plus 6w squared plus 2w minus 12w squared, all over that same denominator that we had before. Common denominator, or add like terms, that's 15w squared minus 12, which is 3w squared, plus 2w minus 1, all over w times 9w squared minus 1, which I can multiply in if I wanted to. I can multiply the w in, but instead I'm going to make sure that this doesn't factor, which I think it might actually. I'll get a 3w, let's see if I can factor out a 3w minus 1 and a 3w minus, or plus 1. I'm sorry, not 3w plus 1, w plus 1. W plus 1. Does that work? Negative w positive 3w equals positive 2w. So what does that mean I have to do? Well, that means now if I break this back apart, I get 3w plus 1, 3w minus 1. These would cancel out. This was just a 1, w plus 1, so nothing else cancels out. So my answer, see if I can write it up here, right there. My answer is w plus 1 all over, I'm going to go ahead and distribute that w in now, 3w squared plus w. That's my answer. You can check your answer. Here's a nice little trick that I use to check my answer. Plug in a number, like a number that works, like 1. Plug in 1 here everywhere, and you're going to get 2 over 4, which is 1/2. Plug that same number in everywhere here, and see if you get 1/2 also. That's going to be 1 plus 1 minus 12 over 8. So that's 2 minus 12 over 8. And 12 over 8 is the same as, cancel out a 4, that's the same as 3 over 2. What's 2 minus 3/2? 1/2. that's what I do to check. Plug an easy number in to see in the original one and in your final answer, and make sure that it gives you the same solution to know that you did it right.